flashing like a photo booth, and the stars exploding will be fireproof.
Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Lauren. Today I'm going to be doing this very neutral look for you guys. I'm going to be using everything out of my Ipsy Glam bag for the month of January. So I'm going to be using all of these products. Just a very simple tutorial using these products. If you guys want to see a bold look or more neutral looks, just let me know, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh yeah, and please subscribe. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using everything in my Ipsy bag today that I got, and I'm just going to get started. So I'm going to start with the Benefit Porefessional Primer. I am just going to use this in my T-zone. I'm just going to go in with a silicone based primer. This is the Master Prime by Face Studio by Maybelline in the Blur and Smooth 100. And I'm just going to take that, just a little dab of it, and I'm going to put it on the rest of my face. Go in with the Hourglass Stick Foundation in the shade Alabaster. I just recently got this foundation. I have been using it a lot recently, and I'm going to say that it is worth the hype. Now I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm going to conceal my under eyes and highlight. Set it with the Cover FX Translucent Light Powder. This is just a sample size that I take this is the Sephora Airbrush Precision Foundation Brush. We'll just pack that on under the eyelids. Under the eye. I found that this doesn't have any flashbacks, so that is awesome. So now that is good. Now I'm going to take in the EcoTools powder brush and the Maybelline Better Than Skin pressed foundation in the shade Classic Ivory 20. Now, the first product from my Ipsy bag is the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer, which, if this was an eyeshadow, I wouldn't mind the sample size. But it's just going to be really hard for me to get my brush in here to really bronze my face up, because I like to use a fluffier brush for my bronzer. This is the EcoTools. The handle's worn off. It's just the blush brush. This color looks nice though. Like, it's a good, just very neutral. Let me see if I can swatch it. It's just a very neutral undertone, not too warm, not too cool. Okay, now I'm going to go in with another product from my Ipsy bag, and this is the Paradise Blush by MannaKadar Beauty. I think that's how I say it. It will be linked in the description box down below. I did swatch this earlier. This is a very pigmented blush, if you guys can see. It's peachy with like a little bit of a golden shimmer to it, but because it is so pigmented and I don't want that bright of a blush, I'm going to use a dual fiber blush. This is the Lexie 524T. Love using dual fiber brushes for super pigmented blushes just because it tones it down a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight. I'm going to go into my Becca by Jaclyn Hill face palette, and I'm going to mix Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. Now we're going to go with Prosecco Pop, and just on the very high points. Face is done. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera real quick. If you guys want an eyebrow tutorial, put it in the comments down below and I will be sure to do that for you. But I'm going to do this off camera real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, the eyebrows are done now. So I'm going to move on to the eyes. First thing I'm going to do is curl my lashes. I like to do this before sometimes, just so that way if I'm going to use like a liner or something, because that way when I go to curl it, it doesn't pick up like the liner and transfer it. Smoky-ish eye, I'm going to use the Morphe 35O palette, which is this one. It is beautiful, has these orangey undertones. I'm going to stay more on this side today and do a very brown look with a pop of peach. And I'm going to use the very lightest shade to do so. And just using a fluffy brush or any kind of brush, just setting that whole lid. We're going to go in with a fluffy brush and get a transition color going. I'm going to go with I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I really wish these had names so I didn't have to hold this up every time, but and just fluff that into the crease. This is the Sephora Airbrush crease brush. You want it heavier on the outside and lighter on the inside. Go back in with that fluffy brush and blend those edges out. Now I'm going to take a more like tapered brush. This is the Tapered Blending E40 brush, and I'm going to go into a medium brown shade. This shade right here. And I'm going to make a literal V in my outer corner, and this is just going to help give some definition. I really want this to be like very cat eye like, so you can see I just made a V. I don't want to go past my eyebrow though, because then it'll be a little too blown out for my personal liking. If you want to, go for it. This is more blown out than I normally do anyways, but I'm just going to blend that into the crease. We're going to use a even darker shade and not go out quite as far and do an even more defined V to really give that effect. Okay, now we're going to go into an even deeper brown, which we're going to go into the one right next to it, which is just a more rich chocolatey brown, and I'm going to go in with a Sigma Blending E25 brush. This just has a nice point to give some definition while still blending, so it's not harsh. Tap off the excess, and we want to go right on the lash line and then bring it out about halfway to that V that we had before. And then we don't want to bring it too far on the lid, but we do want to bring it about 1/3 of the way into the crease, and we'll blend that out in a second. This is just going to give some really nice definition and that cat eye effect that we want. And then I'm going to go back in with the very first blending brush we used with no excess product. And I'm going to blend all those crease colors together, and I'm going to keep it halfway into my eye. I don't want to bring it into the inner corner because I want that inner part to be light. Just blend all those together. There's that. And I'm going to go in now with this shade right here. And it has a very holographic sheen to it. So it's like when you tilt it, it has like a pink holographic feel to it. And I'm going to use just a flat synthetic brush. I'm just going to look at it. Okay. Pick that color up. And I'm going to get a closer up mirror because I don't want to get this. I don't want this to get in the crease. Now I want to go back in with that, the one we used for that light brown color, and blend it into that dark brown. Now I'm going to take a flat top brush. This is the Morphe M113. I'm going to take that dark brown color that we used No, I lied. I'm going to take this brown color, which is a little bit darker and more smoky, and I'm going to run that across the top just to give a little bit of extra definition. Okay, now that that's done, I just want to take a smudger brush and smudge that out so it's smoky. Just want to give a little bit of definition to that lash line. Now, for the bottom lashes, I'm going to use a flat brush, the same one, onto that dark brown brush that we used on the outer V, and just on the, like, 1/3, kind of mimic what we did on the lid on the lower lash line. 1/3 of the way in with that dark color. And then take a smudger brush, and the lightest brown color we use, our transition shade in our crease, and buff that out. Right, I'm going to use, since we use this kind of holographic pink shade, I'm going to use the shade right above it, which is more of a pinky champagne highlighting color. I'm going to use that in my inner corners and kind of flick it onto my lid just a little bit. And now on the brow bone. Is the Dior Pro Black Mascara. This is another sample that I got. Not in my Ipsy bag, just from Sephora. Eyes are done. Now onto the lips. I'm going to use LaurenBarrettBeauty Amuse Rouge Lipstick in Meringue. I'm going to zoom you guys out real quick and finish this off with the last Ipsy product. Okay, so the last 3 products that were in my Ipsy bag was this lip scrub, which I used prior to filming this video, and I like it. It's okay. It's not the best lip scrub that I've ever used, but it smells good. It smells like coffee and it tastes good, so for an average, it's average. And then the other thing I got was this Yate London top coat, which, I mean, isn't super exciting, but if it makes my nail polish last longer, then it will be good, and I'll let you guys know about that. And now I'm going to pop this Trust Fund Beauty lip gloss, Method to Madness, just in the center of my lips to make my lips really seem fuller. This lip gloss is super liquidy, but it's not sticky. It just feels good. So, and it doesn't taste bad either. So this is my final look. I hope you guys like it. Just a very easy day-to-day look. You can add a winged liner and some false lashes and a bold lip if you want. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe. See you guys in my next video.